The Skarloey Railway is one of the most famous tourist attractions on the island of Sodor. You would see many little engines. Some are friendly, while some are not. Regardless, Skarloey and the others were really happy together. However, even though they were really happy together, some of them missed their old homes, especially Duncan in this case. He usually was grumpy, but he secretly missed the factory he used to work in, and he missed his brothers and sisters. One day, Duncan had to take a goods train, which of course he wasn't happy about.
I'm not going to take that goods train.
We have to, Duncan, because goods work is essential. The other engines are too busy with their other jobs. Mr. Percival entrusted us to do this line of work every day. Now stop complaining, Duncan.
Ugh, it's too much work.
Duncan bumped the trucks harder than usual.
Alright, you little boxes on wheels. I'm really not in the mood for your tricks.
Well, well, well. Looks like someone's in a bad mood.
Shut up, you blueberry on wheels.
He soon got the trucks filled at the transfer yards and angrily set off. As he puffed down the line, the trucks were playing tricks.
Hold back! Hold back!
But Duncan wasn't having it. Soon, he arrived at the slate quarry.
So it looks like the banana brought us here without having another accident.
More like a sour lemon.
Duncan's a lemon! Duncan's a lemon! Duncan's a lemon!
That was the final straw.
Enough! All you boxes on wheels do is roll behind our cabs and play tricks. You are nothing more than scrap metal when all said and done. I would pull you apart if I could.
Just then, Peter Sam rolled in.
Jeez, Duncan, calm down. I've never seen you this mad.
Duncan sat there and he didn't say anything. He just went back to work, leaving a very confused Peter Sam behind. That evening, Rheneas, Rusty, Bertram, and Skarloey were talking in the shed.
Adam doesn't look happy.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. He seemed angry. I didn't ask because I thought he needed some time alone.
Well, if he's in a bad mood, next time I suggest asking him, even if you don't get an answer.
I agree with Duke, but he could have had his mind on something he doesn't want to talk about.
Well, I'll talk to him next time I see him. After all, I am the old warrior.
Peter Sam then went into the shed, and Duke noticed he was deep in thought.
Hello, Peter Sam. What's on your mind?
It's about Duncan. Well, what is that yellow lemon up to now? Well, he was shouting to the trucks.
He's always like that.
Yeah, well, this time, he shouted them even louder than usual. He even threatened to pull them apart. Yeah, that's unusual.
We should talk to him. He must have a lot on his mind.
Just leave him be. He was just cranky. Tell Mr. Percival that Duncan threatened the trucks.
Yeah, he'll keep Duncan in order.
I'll talk to him when you guys are busy.
The next day, Peter Sam saw Duncan in the shed alone and very upset. He thought it would be a good time to talk to him.
Hello, Duncan.
Leave me be.
Hey, Duncan. I just wanted to check on you, seeing if you're alright.
No, I'm not fine, you green-funneled git.
Hey, calm down, Duncan. What's the matter?
Homesick.
Homesick? What do you mean?
Remember the factory me and me brothers came there?
Yeah? What about?
Well, I got word that most of my brothers were scrapped.
Yeah, I can understand. Most of my brothers were scrapped. I only have 2 left. Edward Thomas and another brother who has like glasses or something. I don't know where he is, but I'm pretty sure he's somewhere safe. But regardless, you still have us.
That is true. Thanks, Peter Sam. If only I could see my brother one last time. Wait.
What can I do to make Duncan happy?
Peter Sam thought for a while and then had a brilliant idea.
That's it!
He puffed away to find Mr. Percival. Peter Sam told Mr. Percival his plan.
What a brilliant idea, Peter Sam. I'll talk to the owner at once.
The next day, Mr. Percival came up to Duncan.
Duncan, I need you to wait for a load that Bear is taking.
Aye, sir. What is it?
I would leave that for you to find out.
Duncan was waiting, but Bear was late, so Duncan decided to relax.
Ah, you know, this is nice. Enjoying not pulling coaches and trucks. That must be Bear. Who are you?
I'm Derek. I'm filling in for Henry while he's being overhauled. What's your name?
I'm Duncan, and I'm waiting for another engine to arrive with a goods train.
Alright, well, I must be off. Nice chatting with you.
That has to be Bear.
Hey there, it's Duncan, is it?
Yep, that's me.
Oh, okay. It took me a while to find this railway.
So anyways, I need a load on your train.
Alright.
Duncan noticed the breakdown train. He also noticed Peter Sam smiling, but he didn't take much notice.
Must be thinking about a funny joke.
Soon the load was on the tracks.
Finally! What took you so long?
Duncan jumped with surprise, and he knew exactly who the engine was.
So, you're still like your old self, little bro. Some things never change. Do you? Is that you? Yep. It's been a while, hasn't it? Well, let me show you the sheds.
Soon, Douglas and Duncan were talking to people and engines all afternoon. They were really happy.
How many people visited your railway? A lot of people. But not as much tourists as the ones on your railway. That is something you need to just get used to. Aye, little lad, whatever you say.
Adam, Alfred, and Reginald were watching the crowd.
You know, it's nice to see another reunion.
Agreed. It's great to see brothers together.
Yeah, agreed.
Later that evening, Duncan was talking to Peter, Sam, and Douglas.
I'm still curious who brought Douglas over. It was actually Peter Sam's idea. Really? I don't know how to thank you, Peter Sam.
Duncan froze for a moment.
But why would you try to help? I've been so rude to you and the others.
That's what friends are for. I thought you needed to see your brother to let you know that he's still around so you could talk to him.
Duncan smiled.
Ugh, will you three shut up? The most important engine here still needs his beauty sleep. Let's just get some sleep.
After that day, Duncan has much more respect for Peter Sam. Even though Duncan can be rude at times, Peter Sam usually calms him down. Douglas soon left with a very wholesome goodbye, and soon, more tourists came to the Skarloey Railway. It got so busy that Mr. Percival brought a new engine to help with the express work. But that's a story for next time.